I think that was the only outfit in the closet of the Falcon. So he just put it on. He didn't give a shit. They're friends.
After they leave Cloud City and Hans is frozen in carbonite, Lando is wearing Hans' entire.
Only one guy could do that, though. Only one guy, and that's Lando Calrissian.
He can only pull off.
I thought it was kind of funny when he was wearing his outfit in Empire Strikes Back. It's like, you got your fucker buddy, turned him over to the dark side, you got him frozen, and to add insult to injury, you're flying his ship wearing his outfit.
Yeah.
Gotta love this guy. Totally love him. He's got big hairy balls.
At the end of the Empire Strikes Back, the unseen deleted scene is Lando telling Leia, "Oh, look, sorry, I know I'm in his clothes, but I couldn't wear my cape anywhere else. I'm sorry."
You writing your own fan fiction over there?
Yeah, and I got a whole book of it.
You know what's funny? Like I watched Empire Strikes Back first, and then Return of the Jedi, and then I didn't see the first one for like 10 years after that.
Wow.
And Empire's still better than all of them.
Oh, it is. Yeah, yep. Empire's the best.
Agreed. It's my favorite.
Love Empire.
I have a new opening theme song.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
And a new feature.
Jammin'.
Are we doing Brenda first?
No.
Okay. Thank God. I don't want to go into after hours after that for talking about Brenda.
No, we're doing We're gonna. Brenda is the one that says the headliner. We're getting after hours out of the way. Who cares about that?
Dude, it's a beat up gold thimble. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I agree.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. To create their own particular and private hell, and now must lie in it. Sadder but wiser, by dint of a rather painful lesson in responsibility, transmitted from
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
That was cool, but you let me down. You had one opportunity and you blew it, Phoenix West.
I don't know what I do now.
You didn't play the fucking rap. When I die, I want to be high.
It's a Stacey
Never
Keith
worry.
thing.
Just God damn it! You should have put that in the fucking intro, dude.
I have one with that. I just didn't play it because I have a new one.
Oh, okay.
I also have a video of him in it, but
it's because we were talking about Stacey Keach not too long ago.
And I found the old radio dramas, or not old, but from the '90s, and Stacey Keach does the intro, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Old school though. I like the old school of it.
What's happening
in the ghetto? I just like him in Nebraska when he sings karaoke.
Welcome to LIW The Twilight interview, episode 258. Today we are reviewing. It's our After Hours Redux from the Twitter bracket poll number 2, the runner-up. I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Brian Links.
Ticket.
Animal Cox.
Welcome back, Adam. Missed you, buddy.
Hey.
Likewise.
After
What's
hours.
going on over here?
This is weird. Where's
Brenda
your Millennium Falcon?
Now you can probably see the Catan, the sail barge.
Oh my God! You don't live in a kitchen?
No, that's the other room.
Oh, okay.
He's just got his bed and everything in a kitchen.
Pretty much. It's a Murphy bed. It's right here.
He's
My
like,
dresser's right behind
literally
the microwave.
right here.
He's like Bender in Futurama. He lives in the closet and has an additional room on the side. Doesn't use it.
Oh, that's just my closet.
After Hours. It was the runner-up. I don't remember what won number 2. Then what's the last Redux we did?
Willoughby. Willoughby.
Yeah, Willoughby.
Willoughby!
I think Willoughby was
We
a while
still
ago.
got it.
It might have been. Yeah, you know what? It might have been Monsters on Marlborough Fruit.
Maple?
Maple.
Oh yeah. It was Monsters doing Maple Street.
It was Maple
Monsters
Street.
of maple syrup.
Damn right.
They're Canadian.
So yeah, After Hours.
It would have been meta if we did the other one that's very with Magellan in it.
Flight 33.
No, but the other one that he's in that's like that one. Why can't I think of it right now? Never mind. Moving on.
Is that the one about the airplane that goes back in time?
Yeah, with the claymation dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
He's just in it. He's like discount Rod Serling.
Yeah.
He's like Rod Light.
Isn't he on, is he on Death Ship as well, or one of those?
I only remember him in 2.
30 Fathom Grave, wasn't he?
No.
Anyway, yeah, After Hours. A couple things I want to get out of the way, because I put together a calendar, and we do have Jansen's anniversary in the show is tomorrow, which he's no longer on the show, so
don't celebrate it.
I think we should make him be on the show.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
You should tell him to come on the show.
Make him be on the show. Yeah.
He's a traitor anyway, quitter.
Fucking life and having a job and bullshit like that. I know, right?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You're right. Frank's right. Frank is the example.
Jansen, you ain't got a leg to stand on, son. Come live my world. Now the only other cocksucker that works in my company has COVID because he don't believe in vaccines and shit.
You'll be fine.
Because if God wants him to have the vaccine or have the virus, then he'll get it.
Well, I guess God wanted him to have it.
So Frank said, "Hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side."
And the Colors girl said, "Don't take the virus. Don't take the COVID. Don't take the COVID."
If I would have knew that he was a young Earth creationist, I would have never hired him.
Maybe it's the God from The Stand, where he's a total dick.
I don't know
how. Harold.
I don't know how you can make it past 30 and still think the world's 5,000 years old. I can't logically process that in my head.
Well, I was 20 or something, when I figured out that mannequins were alive. So,
Marsha. This is the first.
Well, when Mannequin was alive. I was 6 when that movie came out. Mannequin, the one with Kim Cattrall. I think I was 6. I want to say I was 6.
It was Mannequin.
Mannequin, but then Mannequin 2 back on the move.
So it's
Mannequin 2.
Yes.
I can read.
Manny Anthony Quinn 2.
Every time I see the word mannequin, I just say mannequin. What's that? Oh, right.
Mannequin.
That's the best way to remember how to spell it. I do
true,
that shit.
yeah,
I like to deliberately mispronounce things so that I remember how to spell them.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Jim Carrey does that too. Like he says BEA beautiful. If you say it like that, you will always spell it right every fucking time.
Well, you know how you spell dessert? It's with 2 S's because you always want seconds. Because desert is 1 S.
You can learn things on LIW podcast.
What if I want 2 deserts? Come on.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
I found out today that I am officially autistic.
I could have said that years ago.
Do you really need someone to verify that?
No. Well, I always thought they just never told me. I was right. Yeah.
My name is Frank Lentz. I'm 42 years old. I am mentally disabled. My number is 4442. Sorry, that's from The Stand. We're watching The Stand right now.
Fucked up.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Wait, The Stand Rain Man?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's Tom Cullen is full blown autistic, not full blown retard in this version. So
autistic and retard are 2 totally different things.
No, I know.
They play them.
One of those terms is politically correct now. One of them is not.
One of them calls the character full blown retard.
It's true. Or a phoebe.
Yeah.
It's a phoebe! It's a phoebe!
No, I found out that there's four levels of autism, and
Oh,
I fall into
like the lesser one.
All of them.
no,
The fifth category. They don't got a name for that.
no, the one that I fall into, there really isn't a name for it, so it's just like an abbreviation. So
They call it the
it's
Frank
basically
bucket.
The Frank zone.
it's basically just other. It's like it's like when you see like what the atmosphere is made up of. It's like oxygen, nitrogen, and then 1% other.
You'd be argon.
No, I'm other.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're functional, so it's all
I'm
right.
slightly on the spectrum, is what I'm getting at. Yeah.
You're all right. You got to you're an electrician.
But
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just randomly played that for no reason.
But then
when
I was watching it, like I realized my wife is too. So no wonder we've been together for 20 years.
There you go.
15-year anniversary was last week.
Oh, congratulations.
Rock on, man.
I can't believe she stayed with us long.
I can't either.
Kind of amazing.
Well, it's because she's autistic.
Did you play that song from Aerosmith? It's amazing.
I picture your wife as like
finally see the light.
The glass character from Revenant, just like struggling so hard to get through the day.
Yeah,
Every day she relives that movie and has to get fucked by a bear.
I was going to say the bear part.
For some reason, I can picture Dick on stage singing that song, like in leather pants, like out there pulling a fucking Vince Neil. It's amazing! Come on now!
It's Vince Neil and Jack Black together, though.
I could do it.
Me and my best friend used to play that. That wasn't Get a Grip. It was. Well, was it Get a Grip?
Yeah, that's the Aerosmith album.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the album the song's off of.
All the cow tits on the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was Pump was first, and then it was Get a Grip. Yeah. Wake up, kid! It's half past. You ain't but a date.
Now, are you a hater of Aerosmith, Phoenix?
That's my answer.
I saw Aerosmith with my father once. There was two lesbians making out.
For your approval.
They were tonguing each other on the side of the stage before the concert. It was awesome.
And then he died.
You gotta have a sad ending to any Frank story.
No, it was a great concert. Yeah.
But
there was no but.
Did the biker gang come out of nowhere and stab you 3 times?
Hold on.
No,
if there's no sadness, how are you telling a story?
It was the only. What's that?
If there's no sadness, how are you telling a story? I don't understand what's happening.
I know, it's strange. I know. Okay, it was the only concert where I didn't have to get people to revive him because he got so fucked up.
Again, another positive. What is
You know what? Again, hey, this is amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh.
You finally see the light.
So
I think the problem.
It is pointless having a background with 4 of us on here because you can't see anything.
You know how people like to slow down and watch car accidents? My latest favorite car accident to slow down and watch is the whole Vince Neil thing unfolding. They were supposed to have a stadium tour with Motley Crue and Def Leppard. They pushed it back because some states still don't have enough, requirements for them to fill a fucking stadium. Like anybody goes to a stadium to see fucking cock rock bullshit bubblegum hair metal bands anymore. But whatever, all right, it's going to be Def Leppard and Motley Crue. Decided not to do it. Vince Neil decided to go solo, and his first show after the COVID was like a week ago, and I guess it was just an absolute disaster. He couldn't remember the words to his songs. He's out of breath. If you watch him, he looks like somebody's old dad out on stage trying to do karaoke and shit, like Motley Crue karaoke. He can't remember the words to his own songs.
I really
hate to make fun of the guy because
I hope he attempted to do a kick and he hurt himself doing the kick. It's like he limps off stage.
He
like an
can't
NBA
run around like he used to. He can barely get from one side of the stage to the other without getting winded. So he's.
I think every time he holds the microphone, he just thinks of Tommy Lee's dick, and he's like, "God, damn it, Tommy Lee!"
With a cord and everything, all the way down to the ground.
Yeah. Well, he's got this much one that I have where it's this long. He's like, I still need 2.
He is a fucking mule, that man. Respect, Tommy. Respect.
Yeah, but he still got hepatitis C.
Well, when he gave Pam hepatitis C in that porno, he was at the front of the yacht, and she was at the back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh God, he was giving to her good.
He's fishing with it, and she.
Yeah, he's like,
you know, they're making that movie right now. They're shooting that film,
like a full porno.
No, like the Tommy Lee Pamela Anderson story. But somebody's playing Tommy Lee and somebody's playing Pamela Anderson. And you're like, how the fuck would you cast them?
Is it going to be Machine Gun Kelly playing?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
I'm going to go Rick Moranis and Helen Mirren.
Machine Gun Kelly. Tommy Lee.
Anybody else got a casting idea?
It's going to surprise you. I know that.
It is the hepatitis story.
Justin Timberlake.
No, ain't that bad.
The Lifetime original movie, Hepatitis.
Hepatitis, a love story.
I say Jennifer Lopez plays Pamela Anderson.
I remember renting the Pam and Tommy tape the same time that I got the Area 51 tape.
So
I think that came
Sebastian Stan is playing Tommy Lee.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, you do. He's the Winter Soldier.
He's the Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay.
That guy.
And Lily James is playing Pamela Anderson.
I don't know who that is either.
Lily James is the girl from Baby Driver.
Oh, okay.
The one who has no tits.
I kind of remember her.
Yeah.
How the hell is she playing Pamela Anderson?
A woman
don't ask
for her lack of tits.
It's called movie magic.
Ask.
They're going to stuff as a bra.
It's just two basketballs.
So there you go.
CG boobs.
All right.
CGB.
We're 17 minutes in. We have yet to discuss anything from the
Enough warm up.
Well, okay, so here's the deal with this episode. It's a top 10 Twilight Zone episode.
Yes.
It's been talked about, like, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's talked about it. Everybody said everything about it. If you're a novice to Twilight Zone, you know what it is.
Yes.
So that's the thing. It's like, is it a good episode, though, on its own merit? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty decent.
Frank shaking his head no.
It's not a top 10 on my list.
Well, what would you consider, because your score table's different from what I'm used to, what would be like top tier but like low score in the top tier, like the lowest in the top tier? What would that be? What would that even out to?
What, like a 10, you mean?
Well, I say it's a top tier episode, but as a top tier episode, it's not my favorite.
For me, it's 8, 9, 10 is top tier, like what I score. And then
so it'd have to be like 8 or higher. Okay.
You know, 6, 7, 8 is middle, or 6 and 7 are kind of middle tier. Below that is bottom tier.
Yeah.
I also could give an episode of 6 and put it in the bottom tier if it pissed me off, but I was like, that was really well done, but I fucking hated it. Like there's a little bit of gray area there, definitely, but this I would put in the bottom of the top tier. It doesn't mean my top 10 by nearly, maybe top 30.
Yeah, I would it's a push to put a 20 maybe.
Yeah.
And that's just for some reason, like the zeitgeist of it.
I like Anne Francis. She's fucking adorable, and of course, I'm a big fan of Forbidden Planet. She's in that as well, so I think she's good in this.
Really good.
I think my biggest problem with it is the story, and it's just kind of like. It's not like some Rod Serling, especially some of the earlier stuff where it's just, or later stuff where it's like, the story is about this. Now go ahead and watch this and pretend to be surprised. I mean, they definitely do a reveal, but once the reveal's there, I'm like, so that was pretty much it, huh?
It's like you couldn't predict this reveal about 10 minutes in if you even tried. Like, it made absolutely no fucking sense, this entire episode. How does she forget in a week? And why is she there to buy a fucking thimble?
Okay, let's stop.
That's the point.
Right there was where I need to stop it. Because, yes, she forgot in a month. I have no problem acknowledging that. Okay,
it wasn't a week and then she forgot or something?
It was a month.
No, you get a month to go live as a human.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the giveaway.
But my biggest question, in fact, my first note of the episode, why a gold thimble? I have no fucking idea.
And who advertises that in the paper?
That I think that's the code.
Yeah.
That's the card to get back into the club. That's why it's in their brain. Gold thimble. If she said gold thimble, I don't need that. Fuck you, and go live another month.
It's like
it's a totem.
It's a totem.
Up in her brain.
It's the Inception.
Okay,
it's the top in Inception. That's what it is.
Here's my rebuttal. If that was true, wouldn't the manager and the assistant manager know this by now?
No.
Because if that was the code for all these mannequins to come back for the gold thimble, and they're just like, what the fuck? Like, wouldn't they be like, oh, another mannequin is back? You know,
the mannequin.
That's the episode I want to see, though. It's the manager and the people that work there. Oh, shit, the mannequin's back. I want to see that episode.
If this were on CBS All Access, you know they would have a weird mannequin last day of living, flesh body sex trade. You know, they'd be
it would be a transgender story about a woman becoming a man, and it's about my acceptance of myself. I feel better, and then it's taken away because society won't let her be. It'd be something stupid.
Season 1, yeah,
it would be awful woke bullshit.
Season 1, sure.
Jordan Peele's
produced by Jordan Peele. I was just thinking that, like, oh, this sounds like some Jordan Peele shit.
Yeah. The Twitter zone.
Okay, so if that explains the gold thimble, she goes in there. She's looking for gold thimble. She's walking around. She goes into the elevator. There's a really creepy, like, borderline rapist that's running the elevator. And she's like, I want a gold thimble.
He's got to be in on it, I think. He's in on it.
He's a mannequin.
Well, he knew right from the fucking start.
No, he knows. And I think he's like a creepy mannequin who stays human longer. And, like, he knows when they're going to turn, like, when they have no memory. So he fucks them before they change.
Is he a creepy sex pervert because he's a sailor?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
This had to be like the last year.
Sailors.
This had to be like the last year of that trade before they just ended and they were gone.
Yeah, because think about it now. Imagine watching this episode in now when 24-hour stores, and then they don't have arms or legs. And
it's just the tits. It's all its tits. That's all they have.
Crawl out of there on stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to look at this from, like, the first time I saw it as a kid, and I remember, my mom used to work at Bergner's, which became Carson's, and she'd have to go up and pick up her paycheck, so I had to go there a lot. I didn't really like department stores much, and yeah, mannequins used to kind of freak me out when I was a kid, a little bit, because they looked more lifelike than they do now. There was a lot more of them out than there are now too. So. But
raise of hands of anybody who's ever bought something because they've seen it on a mannequin.
Never.
Other than the leather studded underwear,
because it wouldn't fit me, so I couldn't buy it anyway.
I bought things because it was.
Yeah, you don't see too many fat balding mannequins.
No.
Shots fired across the port bow.
And I can say that because I'm fat autistic, so it's cool. I've never seen a fat autistic mannequin either.
They're starting to make them though because they want to be
not men.
They want to be open.
Not men. Not a white man. You're not gonna get that.
No, it's gonna be a Jew midget.
Are you looking up porn right now and you just happen to type that in? That's why you said it?
No, I'm looking up this comic, see how much it's going for. Sorry.
Oh my god. There's Radio Shack comic.
No, that one I already know how much I put that
I hope
out for.
It's Superman working at Radio Shack in part of that.
I didn't read it, so you're probably right. I hope so.
Tell people things they don't have. Every time I went to Radio Shack, I was severely disappointed. I'm like, oh, you don't have it? Great. Why are you in business? Worst store. Okay, so he takes her up to the specialties floor, which is floor 9, which doesn't exist according to this episode, according to characters in the episode.
The human trafficking floor.
Yes. She goes up there. There's literally nothing there except there's like a bunch of counters and shit though, but no merchandise. And she walks up, and then out of the fucking like the creatures in I Am Legend, like the woman walks out like out of the shadows. You hear in the background.
Literally one of the most underrated Will Smith movies ever made.
There's a reason for that.
What, you didn't like it?
It's not very good.
It's okay.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's okay at best.
It's the only Will Smith movie. No, it's the second Will Smith movie I've ever seen twice in the theaters.
Wow. I saw Men in Black in the theaters twice. Not on purpose.
That's a good movie.
I had to. Then I watched 2 and 3 this week. Not good movies.
No,
Which one?
No.
Men in Black 2 and 3.
The sequels. To
Oh,
Men
that's
in
right.
Black.
Yeah. No, they're terrible.
There's no such thing as a good Men in Black sequel.
No.
3 was
They all retcon themselves. They're all. It's
They
like
just
none
keep
of them line
rebooting
up.
themselves.
It's like, yeah, they reboot every time.
Ever since that movie Jade, I've had this obsession with that chick.
Oh no, she's hot.
Oh God, yeah.
a terrible actress.
Yeah, but she's a
Yeah, but dude,
bitch.
the first time I've ever my first introduction to her was her getting, just eaten out.
I just remember that VHS cover where it's like all green and her hands on the wall and she's riding.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I
Directed
think-
by William Friedkin.
Yeah.
yeah. That was right at the beginning of me finding out what masturbation was.
You're slapping it on Linda.
Jade, right there, Jade. Oh,
And then that's back when I was two fingering it, like.
I like when hot girls have really ugly names, like Linda. Like Olga
Pinky.
Kurylenko is the only. She's the only hottie named Olga.
Olga Kurylenko, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have, I think,
I broke.
Desiree. Desiree is a good one. There's no hot woman named Desiree
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
or Deidre.
So, yeah, she goes up there. She finds, talks to the lady, buys a gold thimble for her mother.
A thimble,
What? Yes. What I say?
gold thimble. No, that's fine.
Gold thimble for her mother.
Yeah.
Why does she have memories of a fake mother? Is another question I have.
Blade Runner 2049.
Why do they put fake memories into the mannequins?
Make them more human so they can fit in.
Are these Satan mannequins? Some
More human than human. More
It's
human
total,
than
yeah.
human.
Hell at 'em.
Totally 2049 Blade Runner. That's what it is.
Jerked off to the beginning of that song before.
She's got the best. That's true because she goes, oh. Do you think that's really? Do you think that's Sherry Moon Zombie?
I thought you were doing an
Absolutely.
impression of the girl from Brenda.
Oh,
Sherry Moon
oh,
Zombie is so dead sexy, hot, gorgeous.
Who?
Oh my God, I want to just
Who?
love her forever.
Brenda?
No, it's Rob Zombie's wife.
Oh, Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yeah,
That's not her. That's not her real name.
Speaking of hepatitis, but let's get back.
no
to the
kidding, really.
He's doing the Munsters. That got announced.
Oh my God, I saw that today.
No, he's doing the
No.
Munsters.
His new album's good. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's really fucking good.
You know why?
Really?
It's a Rob
Yeah,
Zombie.
it's really good. Like,
Wow, I didn't know he
check out
had
his
an
new
album.
album. It just came out like a few weeks ago.
Oh wow.
It's really.
Does
fucking
he say the word "yeah" a lot on it?
good. Of course he does.
Okay.
You're gonna get it to your goddamn.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
It,
Chronicles.
it actually sounds like
The
you
"yeah"
know,
trilogy.
it just sounds like good metal. It doesn't sound like all the rest of the electric bullshit that you hear
The
nowadays.
blank disc.
Do you think the band, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, came up with their band name just by listening to Rob Zombie and drinking one night?
Absolutely.
Or Eddie Vedder.
Karen
Yeah,
would do that.
Yes.
I think the Yeah Yeah Yeahs is a indictment of the modern music scene. Really, I don't know if that's how she talks, but
New England clam chowder.
All right, so
Blind Control's a great video though.
she buys it. She goes back to the elevator. This is just me fighting upstream. That's all this episode is.
Why control? Why
So
control?
hard. You guys just want to watch me out in the ocean. I'm trying to stay in the stream. It's not going to happen.
If you were in the middle of the ocean, I'd throw you a fucking barbell. It's True Detective.
Phoenix
You
is like,
think-
follow me, Mutts. You will stay in line with this podcast. I will reel you in like fish.
I'm like, tonight we dine in hell. And I turn around and nobody goes, ah, what the fuck?
We're not getting to Brenda yet.
Yeah.
Tonight we dine at Denny's.
So she goes back to the elevator with the thimble. It costs $25. That's 33.3 phone calls from Ohio.
All I was thinking when I was watching that part is They take the thimble out, and I'm thinking this is a perfect opportunity for a Monty Python sketch. Like if that was John Cleese standing there, he'd be like, "Not much of a selection, is there?"
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just take a pair of panties then.
Well, how much would $25 be in modern day money if 1954 or 56, whatever this was?
59.
Oh,
It'd be about $100.
that's a lot for a gold thimble.
Gold, yeah.
Gold.
Well, it's gold.
That's gold. I guess you're right, but gold thimbles like that big.
I think you pay more for a gold filling now than that.
Here's a
No,
question I have that we can go off on. What do you think she was doing for a month out in the real world?
fucking.
Whoring.
She has money.
Just
Oh, she's
straight
got
up
money.
ho-
She can afford
hook 'em like
$25
crazy.
thimbles. She got money.
How do you think she earned it?
I
Exactly.
think that's how they make mannequins. She's gonna shove off some wooden babies that grow into adult mannequins later.
Well, she did a movie called Forbidden Planet, and then she just used that per diem to get by.
That's,
Yeah, she was
that's what she did when
manipulating
she was
everybody
off.
in that movie. Yeah.
That's what she was human. Yeah. When she was human, she was Anne Francis in one movie. What else was she in?
That's some good.
Actually, I
meta.
have the IMDb pulled up right now. She was in Bad Day at Black Rock, The Satan Bug, and Honey West.
Bad Day Back. That's a good one.
Yes.
And then she did a bunch of TV.
You call me.
A
Yeah.
lot of TV.
So you call me honey.
She was a hard-working actor of the day.
Quincy. She was on Quincy. She's the only one I know that's been
Phoenix
on
got that
Quincy
joke.
and Trapper John MD.
I was listening to it.
Hard working in those alleyways.
Yeah.
She was on HBO's Hookers on the Point. She was in. So
Police Woman.
Pimp of the Year.
what do you think she was doing, honestly? Because she talks about having a mother. And she's been gone for a month.
Barnaby Jones.
So was she doing?
I don't think she has. It's like I said. I think it's going to be the Blade Runner effect. She basically has a 1 month lifespan, and she's just going to have these memories in her head to help her cope with just society in general, so she doesn't go insane.
They didn't establish it very well. That's the problem. I think that's what
I don't think it's a problem.
But
I think it's curious.
she's not going to run around and tell everybody, I used to be a mannequin. You know, I mean,
I had this dream that I was the mannequin.
Yeah,
if
it's
she
like
didn't have a normal life, she'd probably be out just wilding it up, you know, like just fucking everything, doing all the fucking drugs and just getting completely shit-faced, plastered, and doing
would've loved if
lewd
she's-
and obscene things in public.
she
I know
had
I
to
would if I only
crawl
had a
back-
month.
She just has to
I'd be
crawl
going
back in
crazy.
there.
I'd
God.
be racking up them charges just to brag about it.
I snorted my nose off my face out there. Holy shit! I'm ready to come back. Whew.
Now, speaking of snorting your face off, did you hear that face
We're actually staying on topic.
Off 2 is happening?
So, why does she have memories of a mother who never existed? And why? Imagine if someone placed you like in the middle of London and we're like, all right, you have a month. You'd be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. What am I going to eat? I have to eat? Do I have to eat?
Yeah, go
I
eat
know what I
fish and
do.
chips, mate.
It's a terrible.
The first thing I'd do, Phoenix, is I'd go look for that porno theater that they shot American Werewolf in
Yeah.
London in. That's
That's
exactly
right.
what I would do with my time in London.
Oh,
Piccadilly
not there.
Circus, yeah.
it's not
I'll
there.
play that
anymore.
clip, but I can.
There's got to be something in its place. Yeah.
Why was it such a big deal that Pee Wee Herman was in one of those?
That was back in the day when it mattered. Now no one gives a shit because Fred Willard did it and nobody remembers.
No.
But he did it when he was like 80,
Pee Wee Herman was 40.
40, in his prime of his career.
Was his prime?
That was his fucking prime. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman prime, yeah. That's why it fucked him up when he got caught whacking his pud in a theater.
He did his best work after that, though.
Oh, he's great. He's a good actor, yeah. I think he would have done that besides.
There were simpler times. That's all we can say is there were simpler times. I mean, I remember Bill Clinton got caught doing something in the Oval Office, too, and that was just supposed to be the worst thing that ever happened ever in American history. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
But it's
Come see 2020.
It's
I'd
like
be more ashamed if he was eating popcorn and writing like a children's novel in the porn theater. I'd be like, ugh.
it's like, you know, he sodomized her with margarine would be like, oh my god, but head?
I mean,
You
hell,
mean
I
like
thought that's
less-
what porno theaters
less-
were for.
Last Tango in Paris, you mean?
I'm more amazed he got the butter up there.
I want you to eat my asshole.
Margarine.
Yeah, but
I want you to
Like
eat
seriously,
my
who goes to a
asshole.
porno theater and just sits there with a bowl of popcorn? Like, whoa, this is a great movie. Here,
I wouldn't want to eat anything.
you're
I'm,
like zero and
I'm not
kid.
eating anything in a porno theater.
Who goes to a porno theater with anybody but yourself?
and if you're going by yourself, you're gonna be doing a little, you know,
I know. I mean, that's the point, isn't it?
rope a dope. Yeah, that's
No,
what I thought it was.
Does he own flashlights at porno theaters? Who found him? Like, oh, Mr.
Yeah, I
Herman,
mean, like,
Paging Mr. Herman.
nothing, but I
Paging
mean,
Mr.
get
Herman.
away.
yeah, I mean, like, it's almost like before memes were memes. Was the worst job you could have was a guy that cleans floors in a porno theater.
Somebody walked up to him and said, "Are you Paul Rubens? Can I see your Pee-wee?" And then they fucking arrested him.
No, Pee Wee Herman said, "Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer." And then he kept jerking off.
Did they know it was him when he came? He went, ha ha ha.
I think that's how they arrested him. Because you see the mug shot, it don't look like Pee Wee Herman. It looks like a fucking creepo.
Yeah,
It looked like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
From Raising Arizona.
cop came out with a megaphone, was like, "Paging Mr. Herman,
Paging Mr. Herman.
Pee Wee Herman,
Paging
please
Mr.
come
Herman."
out."
I remember when I saw that picture, I'm like, that's not Pee Wee Herman. That's Nicolas Cage from Raising Arizona. They took the fucking production shot and used that as a mug shot. This is gonna be a stunt. And then I thought it was a movie stunt.
Wasn't Blow his comeback?
Not really.
No.
He's really good in that movie, though.
Yeah, it was.
Mystery Men.
Yeah.
Mystery Man was before Blow, yeah.
Never seen it.
It's not,
He's a bad
it's not
guy in Mystery
awful.
Men.
He's a good guy.
Oh, that's right.
You're thinking Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
And Eddie Izzard, because he's a bad guy too in that one. And he buys a gold thimble.
All right. Yes or no? Would you dig in them cheeks of the chick selling the thimble?
Oh, this picture.
I like
here.
Anne Francis.
Yeah, that's awesome. Face too.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of the chick behind the counter.
Well, here's the question: you want her, or do you want her look-alike mannequin? Because here they both are. I can't tell which is which.
Shit, that's pretty hot.
That's dead on.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would
before,
rather have the mannequin.
That's before laser scan technology. That's good artistry right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody had to make that.
because the mannequin can't say no.
The human can.
Yeah.
The human Quinn.
Right in the ear.
The Harley Quinn.
All right, so she complains about how scratched up and dented it is to the guy in the elevator. And he's like, "Complaints." And I was like, "You have a whole fucking floor for complaints?"
Yeah, one full floor. Well, I mean, it is a department store with a bunch of holes in it, so that's all they do is bitch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Women, I mean,
But the floor she gets off on, the complaints department, is full of people shopping, and there's a big ass sailor anchor there. I don't know why. No idea.
that's what men do with money. They sail.
Well, the one thing I was thinking is like the way he answered, just kind of nonchalantly, like complaints floor, like this must be like early Walmart. You know what I mean? Like he's just used to people bitching all day long. This is customer service. Take it over there. You know, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Talk to the effeminate sales guy.
Oh.
Yes.
Mr. Sloan, I told you.
Yes.
We will change out that gold thimble for you in no time.
She said she put it on the ninth floor. I was like, what? You know, you got the douche, the businessman. There is no ninth floor. You know, the F word, but he can't.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, go.
No, the pig right there. He was the pig. Yeah, that's him flying right there. The businessman.
He swelled like two balloons.
No, that's what the
Yeah.
pig represents is the businessman. That's what the pig represents.
Dick is such a Pink Floyd fan. He's so like just knows
every
everything
time I
about
mention Pink Floyd, that's all he can bring up.
Yeah.
I love Roger Soda.
Floyd is a great musician.
Roger Soda is so good.
I think Pink is better than Floyd, yes.
Pink or not,
I thought Pink was a girl.
She is.
Floyd's a great bartender.
Well, she was.
Andy Griffith.
You think there's a guy out there named Floyd Pink?
No, absolutely.
No, I know.
Gotta be.
When their name's backwards in school, this is Pink Floyd.
Pink
when
Floyd,
you start your
here?
band, that's what you call yourself. You call yourself Floyd Pink.
I mean,
So then she sees that points out that the sales lady who sold it to her
I don't know where to go with it.
and she's a mannequin. And just swim with me, Frank. Swim upstream with me.
All right, I'm coming.
What the fuck does this no mean? Who is this person? Second in command. Oh, the guy, the effeminate man. He comes out and he goes after she faints and whatever because she sees the mannequin, and he goes, "I want to send her to any department store west of Cleveland." I was like, that's oddly specific.
That's a lot of land.
I think that's the first time that it's ever been referenced where we are in this episode too. So
I think
that
we're in New York.
was kind of out of nowhere. Yeah,
It's a lot of corn, and then you hit California.
West of Cleveland must be like, oh, that's the no man's land.
That's
It
old,
is.
That's old talk for buttfuck Egypt. Is that what that is?
Pretty much, yeah.
well, the way these people talk, west of Cleveland is probably another fucking floor. The elevator man knows where it is.
WEC.
I'll tell you what West of Cleveland is. Come inside and suck my ball sack.
Is that the feminine man? I don't think you want that.
He was talking to the guy, the elevator guy.
Elevator dude. Gotcha.
Hi there.
I like him gruff.
Slap me silly and call me Thutham.
You can push my buttons.
Push my buttons all the way to the top, sailor.
I'll meet you west of Cleveland.
Is there a 69th floor? Bitch.
There's no ninth floor. I told her that.
I said 69th floor.
I said 69th floor, you fucking whore.
He reminds me of like a Flintstones character. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the guy from Jack Benny.
It's 11.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the guy from the other episode from Twilight Zone, Night of the Meek. Remember that? That raspy voice, feminine man, guys. The one that's like, I believe in Santa Claus at the end. Whatever the hell he says.
Oh, right.
God,
Yeah.
Another fucking assistant manager of a
Yes.
department store.
It was like the biggest fucking job in the world back then.
No, it's just very stereotypical back then that you were a fag. You were a department sales guy.
I work in a store. I'm a faggot.
Yeah. I love
I'm
the
a-
cock.
And they said he was a cook, man. They said he was a faggot that worked inside the...
Just
sort of
a
like
joke,
Like
everybody.
that radio dump button. Live radio.
There's these words.
I just watched the episode. I mean, every time Rod has a department salesman in his episode, that's the exact character he
It's
puts them
definitely
in.
true. It's definitely true.
Yeah. I just call it how I sees it.
The
Then she
golden
wakes up.
symbol.
The stores are closed. And she walks around. You get a bunch of spooky mannequins, and like, and they keep moving closer to her. And then
The spookiest are the ones in those old-fashioned ski masks. Those things are fucking downright perverted, man. Like, seriously, I thought I was watching a fucking Antoine Corbin video, Like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, I mean, she's in a skirt. You got these guys in ski pants. You got this guy sailing. It's like, what season is this?
The one ski mask look like it's got a big fucking dildo nose hanging off the end, like he's going to stick it up somebody's crotch.
He's got a balaclava on.
It's
I thought it was weird. This one mannequin, I couldn't believe they showed. Like, it was crazy. She turns
that
around with one in a leather gimp suit. With a,
better wake him. Then.
Wait, go back to that picture.
why?
I didn't see it.
I always wanted to be a gimp.
Yeah, he did. You saw it. You just want to look at it again.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
can't
see
take
it.
your eyes off it.
Oh, it's a gift from Pulp Fiction. I get it. I guess it's a joke. I wasn't paying attention.
So then they chase her, and then the one lady and the one guy do have all the dialogue. Everyone else can go fuck themselves.
Some
And it's
pipe
just-
heating beep, and it's a blow torch.
She just goes, like, we all get a month out there. Don't you remember? You used to remember. And then she talks it into remembering that she's a mannequin. Frank's the only one who got that.
Don't you remember your plastic? Don't you remember?
Viagra.
So they said that she's a day late. So I'm already a day late. So you've robbed me of a day. So So she just loses a day, and like the next person, she doesn't get an extra day or anything. Like she's just okay with that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
someone gets fucked and gets February. Like that's not fair.
You know,
I'd be happy with it.
what about leap year? How the fuck does that work? You know, some asshole gets 28 days. You know, I mean,
Tell me about it.
whatever.
Fucks my scripts all up. You know.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't want the
How the
28. I
hell-
want the 31 day month. Fuck you.
3 years
They
ago,
start fighting over it, the Thunderdome style. You know,
It is impossible to keep my meds in check because they're all over the fucking place. Even though I was prescribed them all at once before, but now they're all over the fucking place. Fucking insurance company. Anyway, what?
Yeah.
All right, going back upstream.
Yeah. That's it. She remembers that she's a mannequin and does the, and then the effeminate dude comes out and is like, "Did it?"
Yo, can you like do like a scene of her as a person and her as a mannequin? See how close they got her? Because they got the bitch behind the counter. It was perfect.
What's her name?
Marsha.
Adam, you told me and I can hear you because he's saying Marsha 65 times.
Anne Francis.
And Francis.
Their fucking name.
Yes. Anne Francis is Marsha White.
Francis.
She was the first Marsha.
And Francis is Marshall Tucker Band on stage live.
Here we go.
If I ever have a
Special guest
band, it
Cord.
would be called Marsha. Wow. You know what?
That's awesome.
Whoever the fucking
I want some double mint twins right there.
That's pretty
I'll
good.
take it. I'll take it.
and of course he's looking at the fake one.
I'm
It's a shame that
powdering her
outfit
nose.
her outfit is frumpy as fuck, but she is really cute though.
Yeah.
Frumpy outfit.
She does something in this episode most people don't do, where most women in the show, most of the women in the show are nagging bitches, and she's just like leaning against the elevator, like the whole sales floor devoted to the sale of a single gold thimble. What the fuck? Like,
I am impressed that it takes her a long time to crack up. A lot of girls in these old Twilight episodes, they're just there just to crack up, and it takes a lot to drive this woman to the brink of insanity.
Well, I think she knows it, and she just doesn't want to admit it.
She does a pretty good performance, honestly. You know, it's solid.
Guys,
Filthy Twilight Zone. Yeah!
Yay!
I haven't read one in a while. All right, here we go. I'll turn it up a bit. Nope.
Yay. I'm so excited.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
What in particular were you looking for?
Gold she had them advertised.
That would be specialties, ma'am.
Was someone you? I was looking for a gold a gift from my mother. A gold I think we have something you'd like. How about
Yes!
14-karat gold and quite distinctive looking item. Don't you? Yes. Yes, I think this will do.
Did you find what you were looking for?
As a matter of fact, I did. Also, as a matter of fact, it was the only thing for sale on that floor. Somebody ought to latch on to an efficiency expert or something. One entire floor devoted to the sale of a single gold.
Marcia White in her normal and natural
There you
state.
go.
A wooden with a painted face.
You know how my search thing on Google is so fucking weird. You know how many times I have to look up dildos?
I'm sure you just had to. Oh,
I had to look.
you went down a rabbit hole, didn't
I
you?
really hope
Phoenix?
we did that in incognito.
No. And then I had to save it and then remove the outline of the stuff around it. I had to look at that dildo for a while. And then I had
Now
to
the problem is everything you look at from now on is going to have like a bunch of dildos in the background advertising to you. You know, just like tons and tons of them.
and they're all worth like $15,000. They're all
I should take a real
customized.
dildo. I don't know if it even feel good. I weigh so much.
I only
You
fuck
know,
up with gold.
the name Steely Dan actually refers to a dildo from Clockwork Orange. The name Steely Dan is a dildo.
Okay.
Is it the one he beats the woman to death with?
No, it's he's talking when he's talking about different dildos. He's mentioning the Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
It's in a conversation.
Going after
But the band Steely Dan named their band after a dildo reference from Clockwork Orange, which I thought was kind of funny.
Pretty funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, that's all I had.
That was great. Did you put that in there? That was great.
Yeah, dude. Great visual. I mean, people need to see.
Poor Anne Francis.
I'm just glad you guys figured out what the sensor was, because it fit so.
Like at first, I was like, and then I got it right before you showed it. God, you found one. What was around it? Like a money sign ring or something?
It had a B. I don't know.
Bitcoin cock?
Yeah, pretty much. It was.
It's a Bitcoin.
You say that now, Frank, and you know that somebody is sitting somewhere trying to figure out how to put those two things together as we speak. They're drawing that up on paper. They're going to make that shit happen. Bitcoin
I thought you were going to say
dildo.
Sitting around on that thing.
Well, that too. They're probably sitting on it while they're drawing up the plans.
We're losing Dick by the second here.
That's why that guy screamed that.
That's our wake up thing.
I'm just trying to.
Are you reading?
What? Reading? No, I'm reading the gold dick thimble.
I'm reading about it.
It's fantastic.
You know what? Now, every time you watch Pulp Fiction, when they open the briefcase, I want you to pretend that is what you see in the fucking briefcase.
That's it.
It's beautiful. Is that what I think it is? It's beautiful.
I thought about doing a shot of
I have been for 20 years.
When she's holding it, I thought about doing that glow effect, but I'm like, it takes too long. Fuck it.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, fuck that.
Too much special effects for a
show
YouTube video.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you start getting like 1 million subscribers. You start doing that.
Is that a new Filthy Lost Living in Wonderland or Filthy Twilight Zone?
Yeah, every time he plays one, then
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just made it.
Oh, good job.
Good for you.
You okay, Dick?
Job and go fuck yourself at the same time.
No, it's very good. It's very good.
It's good for you. Great. Good for everybody.
Great.
One of your bits on your shows.
That's good for you. Wafangu.
That's funny. That's very funny.
All right. I gave it an 8. It's a good episode. It could have been better. Like,
I mean, if you nitpick it too much, you can really dive it downwards. But if you just take it at face value, it is good.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
It's the Twilight Zone. You have to suspend.
I just wish I could talk on my own review part. That'd be cool.
I'm autistic. Remember?
You don't get to fucking throw that in our faces all the time. You've been here for 5 years. And how many times have I called you autistic before I knew you were? It's not going to stop.
The first show we ever did.
Yeah.
You were like, no, I'm serious. Are you? I'm like, I think so.
Show me your medical records.
You literally asked me. You're like, no, I'm being dead serious. Are you on the spectrum?
And I was right.
Yeah, I know. Well,
You watch next week. It's going to be like I've got Tourette syndrome. You fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, I think it's going to be next time he has a guy with a lab coat in there. I'm Frank's helper. I'll be doing his speaking. His lawyer's on his other side. Oh, don't say that. Oh, don't say the F word again. Oh.
You can't say that word.
He's got a little hand puppet. I'm Frank's helper. You guys are a bunch of fucking cocksuckers.
You guys fucking suck. Hate being here.
Look, he's got his hand up my ass. Fucking pervert.
I would love it if you had a sock puppet. Remember Syphil and Ollie?
Syphil and Ollie. The Syphil and Ollie show. Everybody.
Nobody? All right, let's get out of here. I got an 8. What about you guys?
Yeah, 8. Solid 8.
I say 8.
I was going to give it a 7 until you explain the top tier, because I do feel like this belongs as a top tier episode, because it's good, but it's not my favorite. So yeah, 8. I think 8 is about where it belongs.
Like
lower upper tier episode.
I put this personally. I know, Adam, you're not going to agree, but I put this with Eye of the Beholder, where it's a really good premise, stretched out as long as they can so they can get that reveal at the end.
You're kind of right about the reveal part, absolutely. But yeah, but at least he does save it for the end. I mean, it does have some tension in it, but you're just thinking, oh, that's all it was.
Yeah,
so.
And at least Eye of the Beholder's shot really well.
That's what I was going to say. Eye of the Beholder's a little more artistic than this, But this does have a solid performance from Anne Francis, though. So
Frankie said artistic. That's what. Okay, I don't want to be triggered or anything. Okay.
No, trust me, I've come to grips with it.
Okay. So in the spectrum of episodes, this falls in the bottom of the top tier.
It just makes it, yeah.
But I don't think it would make any of our top 10 lists, but it's definitely
maybe top 25.
Yeah. Around.
But then again, it is a season 1 episode, so they were trying to find their footing there. I mean,
they were trying to make a show that people wanted to come back and watch. The people have gotten away from that nowadays. They don't understand the importance of pilots and making sure all your best episodes are shown first and not later.
Z, perfect example.
Gorgeous.
Like, how do you cancel that show when it got where it got? How? I still want to know what was going to happen.
She's with Lou Ferrigno.
Of course, the whore.
Is she dead?
Yeah.
They're all.
Oh, when did she die?
2011.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What about Elizabeth Allen? When did she die? She died in 2006.
Who is that? Oh, that's the other one?
Yeah.
It's amazing how long some of these people have like lived.
You take good care of yourself.
It's amazing how short they live too. There's a lot of tragedy in the Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, there's some awesome stories that we've gone over. We should look back into those more.
Yeah, but
we missed.
Yeah, but the one takes the cake. I mean, double murder suicide.
Like Mighty Casey guy.
Yeah.
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 Not
That's a fucking terrible episode too.
The midget from Amazing Stories, Gather the Acorns that we talked about.
My favorite story.
That's why you wanted to watch it, so we could talk about that story.
I honestly had no idea, but I'm
so glad it would be the kind of morbid fuck that would do something like that.
I'm so glad it worked out that way because that was hilarious. Rest in peace and everything, but the guy was troubled. I mean,
midgets equal ratings.
Damn right.
Especially midgets who shoot themselves in the chest to preserve their brain.
What a fucked episode that was.
Hey, Bazoom, I'm nature's only son.
So on the next episode in the live show, we're doing Night Gallery 207B Brenda. Great name there, Night Gallery. It'll be the next podcast if you listen to the podcast. Who's got plugs? Anybody?
Hell with it. Go buy my books.
Yeah.
Go to Amazon.com. Get the Monster Monroe. Type in Monster Monroe. My name, Richard. My pen name. Pires, Richard Pierce, and you'll find it. And Another Night, same deal. Got to put my name on there so it'll pop up. Buy it.
I should put links to your books on the website.
Yeah, you should. I kind of waiting for that, but whatever.
You could have said something. I just thought of it.
I just thought of it too, actually.
Well,
stop yelling.
Congratulations to Elio Castroneves, the new, the fourth man in history to win 4 Indy 500s.
That's cool.
Frank, nobody cares about it.
I'm sorry.
It's my
The reason you bring that up, Frank, is because of
the Indy Sportscar podcast.
There we go. By the way, your website, I tried to go to it. No.
What, doesn't come up anymore?
Did you forget to renew your domain? Or your web hosting subscription? Those things don't last forever.
Here is your website right here. Let's take a look at the IndySportsCarPodcast.com.
We made it 6 years ago. Yep.
Oh!
I tried to link to it so I could put it from now on in the notes.
Don't bother. I mean,
and there it is.
Yeah, because probably I don't pay for it anymore. Because fuck it, I never went to it either.
Tell all the fans to go to it, but I don't.
You really know how
you
to
guys can go to it. I don't need to.
Dude,
Go look at my expired webpage.
We've gone so much further with that podcast than ever dreamt I could give two shits if we stopped doing it tomorrow. I have literally lived a dream. Seriously.
So the last episode of that show is coming up.
We haven't done an episode in like 3 weeks.
Mm.
You know, like honestly, dude, after 2018, it can't get any better than that. I drank milk in Victory Lane with my favorite driver of all time.
It happened twice. He could blow you. He's like, I want this milk, Frank.
Well, the last episode we did was he was on the show finally. Finally bridged the gap. You know, I never wanted him on the show because I didn't want to, you know, cross the streams, so to speak.
You guys cross streams on Missy?
Well, no. Every race we go to, we watch the race, you know, with his wife on pit lane as pit stall. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're friends. So I didn't want to.
Waiting for the tragedy here.
There was a tragedy. It's all great. All good
stuff. A story then.
Adam, it's all gravy, baby. RaiseLostFlix.com. I've been posting links to the show because I'm mostly just doing this right now and not a whole lot of anything else. I'll be doing some stuff later. I'll be going back to the movies and reviewing those soon. I made a CD once. You can find that on Bandcamp, Tarot 2.0 at bandcamp.com. And hit me up on Twitter, Raiders_OTLF.
LIW Studios, Loitering in Wonderland YouTube, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Our Twilight Zone, this very show. It's a live show. If you listen to the audio, go check out that on Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. You're not going to do it. Just stop. You're not going to remember. You know, why am I doing this? Wednesday night, really cool. Either John Carpenter, John Frankenheimer, or Nick Cage movie. This week's a Nick Cage movie.
Oh, no.
I watched that today.
Willy's Wonderland. I didn't see it yet, so we
does that tell you anything? It took me 2 days to watch it.
Oh,
yay!
Why did they? Why?
It took me 2 days to watch a 90-minute movie.
Why did they use the same guy over and over for the Oompa Loompa? I don't get it.
I don't know either.
I don't understand.
His deep Roy pays by the image.
Tim Burton's a weird man.
That guy's got
it's the guy that plays the Klingon Emperor in all the Star Trek TV shows. That guy.
Do you have any intros or outros, Frank, for this?
What, After Hours?
Yeah.
Well, it said it was a Redux, so I didn't know if we were going to be watching it or what. But
we don't watch Redux anymore.
Okay, no problem. Noted. I'll have it for the next Redux. I promise. But I do have the intro to Brenda.
Yay! He's got the intro to Brenda.
Oh, thank God.
There was nothing else I could pull from that.
I don't wish this kind of loneliness on. I can't wait. All right. Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
My links.
Dick Ticket.
Adam Wilcox.
So long, citizens. So long, Marsha. Bitch. Mannequin bitch.
Mannequins.
Mannequin bitch.
That's what this episode was missing. It needed more Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall.
I don't need any more Kim Cattrall in my life.
Oh God, no.
He's a great singer.
Kim Cattrall?
Kid Rock?
Yeah.
I don't like the last thing that's in this podcast is the word Kid Rock. But that's where we are.
Cowboy baby.
Oh. My name's Kid Rock, and I suck a bag of dicks. I gotta go get piss.
Are those the same thought or two unrelated?
She just left.
That's literally a Kid Rock song. I mean, it should be. It sounds like one.
Oh, there.
Ha!
Ha!
Bathroom break.
My name is Kid.
I can't even save myself.
It's all good and it's all in fun. They get in the pit and try to love someone.
You're muted. You're talking to no one.
Thanks.
You left the room. Of course I muted it.
What? Was that you playing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got in the pit and tried to love someone, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but then I was, no, I said I've been in many pits. I've never tried to love anybody in a pit.
Just get in the pit and try to love someone.
She pressed charges. Oh, shit.
Adam's trying to read or say something.
I didn't
Look at this picture of Rod Serling right here. Has anybody ever tried to take this face and put it on that Elvis leather outfit? Like, he looks like Elvis.
I want a velvet Rod Serling on my wall.
That'd be good. That'd be awesome.
I like a velvet Elvis.
That'd be awesome.
Please make that someone.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be a great name for a band, Velvet Elvis.
Velvet Serling.
The Velvet Sirloins.
Velvet Revolver. How many of these people have died from heroin? All of them.
Why control?
Now get in the pit and try to love someone.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
All right, guys. I started the podcast. We are going. I got a new theme song. Turns out I didn't just make one. I made 3. I have no memory of this. This was yesterday. It's already gone. I do so much weird shit behind the scenes in this show that nobody will ever know, like throwing dildos in the season 5 posters of Twilight Zone.
More of the story is drugs are bad.
I wish I did drugs. That would explain a lot, but nope. Just me, sober, drinking coffee, just forgetting. Yeah. That's why I had to make a note of all the stuff that happened at LIW Studios over the years. For instance, on the 13th of this month, Nick Cage Cast debuted in 2016.
My God.
That's another calendar note I have.
Wow.
Let's hear a theme song, shall we?
Mantlay is one of your best Nick Cage casts ever.
Submitted for your approval. Bikini Bottom, teeming with life and many strange tales. The story you're about to see happened on one very weird and unusual day when the town crossed over into the tidal zone.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Remarkable in the scope of imagination peculiar to children. They project and dream and fantasize with beauty and simplicity and faith in a manner that somehow eludes us as we grow older. This is Brenda, and Brenda has a playmate. It comes to her in part because of loneliness. And what I wish for you is that you never get that lonely.
Hello, citizens. Okay, welcome to LIW.
I thought he was going to keep saying something. I was
the
like,
Twilight Zone review, episode 259 for Night Gallery 207B. Brenda. I'm Phoenix. Fuck Night Gallery West.
I'm Frank Links.
Ticket.
Adam Wilcox!
I'm awake.
Man.
They just a wake up dick.
Well, I was asleep when I watched.
Usually, I'm the one that puts him to sleep, so I figured I'd reverse that shit on him this time.
Did anyone else hate the walk as much as I did? That she did in the beginning of this episode?
Oh, absolutely. This fucking bitch, I wanted to gum through the screen and kill.
You know what I hated? This episode.
Yes.
This episode.
Yeah.
This episode. Oh my God, this episode.
Now, speaking of on the spectrum, I thought for sure in the first 5 minutes that she was fucking on the spectrum.
She's a psycho. She's a psycho bitch.
My first word of my notes is autismo. I wrote autismo.
Autismo.
It's my Spanish fancy. It's from Archer. Autismo.
So basically, she wants to fucking ent. Is that what I'm going to get out of this episode?
This chick was... this chick is the poster child of psychopath.
She might be the poster child for birth control.
Oh, God. Her father trying to tell her throughout the episode, Brenda, why are you such a fucking horrible little girl? You're just fucking awful. I hate your guts.
Just go back
I've
to
never
sleep
seen...
at 3 in the afternoon. I'm going to go sailing.
I've never seen so many miserable white people, miserable rich white people in one episode since, like, this. Ever.
There's 8 people on this island. They all fucking hate your guts.
And it's
8 families on this island. How big is this island? Where is this island where 6 families fit on it? And you're just now finding out that the seaweed monsters are real? I don't...
You say 6 families on an island, I'm thinking orgy.
Yeah, it's definitely a sex island. It's Marlon Brando's island. It's some weird shit going on here. But why is her dad like a porn star out of the 70s?
You just answered your own question.
He looks
Sex
like
island.
he looks like he's in like one of those really shitty B movies. They're shot in like 8mm.
Gay
yelling at her. They're not in the same shot for a while.
He almost has the charisma of the Prince of Darkness mustache.
It's the precursor to Epstein, bro.
Jeffrey Epstein's island of seaweed monsters and Brenda's. He told me that I could jerk him off when I give him a massage every time.
This is Epstein Island, the early years. Yeah,
this is where they keep all the oopsies.
So in their official story, the sea monster hung himself. Nobody was around
because of Brenda.
Yeah. He stuffed himself onto those rocks. I don't know.
I mean, if Brenda was my offspring, I'd consider it.
That's what cracks
an
me.
Alternative.
So we'll get to the ending of this episode, which actually made me laugh because I was like, "The fuck!" Like that was my first reaction.
That's just it. If there's, it's Night Gallery, so my expectations are already in the toilet. Okay,
yes,
so I'm thinking, all right, where are you? I was willing to go there. I'm like, where are you taking me? Episode. I hate everybody in this episode, but where the fuck are you taking me? What's the story? And that is my biggest complaint. Where the fuck was this episode trying to take me? Because I'm still lost.
Yeah.
Like, this hit a new low.
Yeah.
And like, I had, like, you're right, Adam. I couldn't say it better myself about the Night Gallery. And like, I was dumbfounded by just how bad this was. Like,
I mean, okay, let's try to look at this intelligently. Is she developing some sort of empathy? Are we watching the birth of empathy at the end of this episode? Is that what the message is? Because if it is, see, that's not the message. So I don't get what's going on.
I think she's okay. I would say the whole point of this episode is evil begets evil. And she just falls in love with what's inside of herself. Like, that's a mirror image of herself, and she's nuts. And she's going to love the one thing that's like
other than this thing wandering around the island and eating small animals to survive, what makes this creature evil other than it just looks evil?
Nothing.
Okay, then.
It's a sniper in a fucking...
that's what I was thinking. It's a ghillie suit.
Yeah, ghillie suit.
It's a ghillie suit from Call of Duty. Yeah,
like I was like, when is he going to go? I'm trying.
That's what I was thinking was going to happen. I'm like, she thinks he's a monster, and it's actually a guy in a ghillie suit, and he can't get out of it. Like he's stuck get out of here or something.
But every time he walks, like squish, 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 and I'm like,
at one point you can see his shoes, and the parents are chasing him around with a fire.
Yeah.
The drunk dads are out there with fire.
Or the
and he's gonna get
Converse.
shoes.
Go
I mean,
again.
this guy's nowhere's near fucking water, and he's still squishing, you know? And apparently, you know, there's only one hint that the people on this island that have run into this fucking thing before have shot in it and said it's like shooting into mud, and yet they still come back to the island to vacation during the summer.
They don't like
Well,
fire,
it's
though.
Epstein Island. You know, they have to go there. But the other thing I was thinking, other than what was the message of this show, is 70s had fantastic horror movies, but 70s TV horror was extremely bad. Like, just beyond abysmally bad. This would have been about the same time frame that that vampire soap opera would have been on, right? Fucking
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's about the same time. Yeah,
1971.
yeah, that's roughly.
Yeah, TV horror was awful, like the worst, like the absolute fucking bottom of the barrel worst.
All right, so the episode begins. We see this bitch Brenda. What are you doing, Dick?
Huh? Don't. This is a podcast. Ignore me.
I hear
It sounds like
audio.
he's loading a
It's
gun.
podcast, and I
Yeah.
hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. This?
Are you opening cookies?
Sounds like he's loading a 9mm. Yeah.
No, I'm just nothing.
Here's what I think about this.
I'll put it away.
All right.
I'm writing a ransom notes.
He's walking down
He's
the beach.
sticking the little.
She sees another young bitch building a sandcastle and a bunch of flags in there. Like, this girl really thought out her sandcastle. And then she's walking and she starts going like, yeah, yeah, ah. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And I was like, oh, she's special.
And the little girl's reaction to Brenda is so aggravating. Her voice is like chalkboard.
It's beyond over the top. It's just ridiculously
Oh my
over the
God,
top.
Brenda! Nobody likes you, Brenda. Nobody
Like-
wants you.
Everybody's had a kid kick over a sandcastle before. I've never seen a kid react like that. Like,
She's
I
the
wanted to
herald.
throw the other kid in the fucking ocean after that. I'm like, oh, you're fucked up too, you know?
She reacted like she was there with her dog, and Brenda walked up and was like, yeah, and gutted it in front of her. And she's like, Brenda, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. The reaction is it's like she fucking walked through your shitty castle. So what? Make another one.
Oh,
Everybody on this island are people that don't know how to act like actual people. Like, all of them.
Yeah.
But then again, if you had to deal with Brenda, would you be in the same position mentally?
No, I would have killed her by now.
She would have been dead.
Oh, she
What happened to
died.
Brenda?
Oh.
I don't know. That sea
you
monster
sacrifice
must
her
have
to
got
a ghillie suit monster.
No, it's like what happened to Brenda's parents. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Sea creature. Oh no.
Their
This is
house
an episode-
suddenly exploded.
This is how this should have ended. Is everyone on the island gets together, even her parents, and they're just like, we got to kill this bitch. We're all in
Yeah.
on this, right? Like a
They put her on the
Agatha
bricks.
Christie book,
Yeah.
and they all conspire to kill this bitch.
there
Or
wasn't
what would have been
one-
cool is if they... I'm sorry, Frank, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, it's fine.
No, I was saying what they should have done this episode is everybody should have sacrificed her to the ghillie suit monster. That would have been entertaining to me.
Something.
That would have been
Something.
a satisfying ending. It had been some kind of a cap on something that was.
Well, you thought that was going to happen when Brenda tried to entice that other little girl who she had to go apologize to for breaking her sandcastle. She's like, "Don't you want to see my surprise I have at the bottom of a quarry?" No, I don't want to hang out with you, Brenda, because we fucking hate your fucking face. Oh, you guys are so mean to me. Don't you want to see what I got at the bottom of a quarry? No, I don't care.
Her mom's like, I see this vicious cycle and circle this is going in. She said, fucking no, Brenda. Fuck off.
Fuck off, Brenda. Go away.
Fuck the fuck off, Brenda.
Fine.
That was about the only redeemable scene of this entire show that was actually normal.
Yeah.
Was there's a no, of course you would say no to. I mean, the way you're saying it, you'd be a fucking moron to say yes at this point. It's like normally, you know, if she really wanted you to come see her surprise, she would tell you what it is to come see it, not just keep repeating the same words. Like she said, no, bitch.
Well, everybody knows she's a fucking psycho nut, so it's a fucking trap. It's an obvious trap.
Yeah, 'cause she kicks over sandcastle, and then Brenda goes, I'm sorry, it was in my way. And she goes, you went out of it. And she does like improv here. She's like, it wasn't in your way. It's like you went out of your way, huh?
Well, I don't think that was the same voice. I think that voice was dubbed because it didn't match her face. Like that voice.
All I got was water.
Yeah, I think it's why she did a bad ADR job.
I was going to say it was a really bad ADR.
Yeah,
it wasn't the Witch and Pool bad?
No, I don't think it ever will be again since that. Yeah.
Watch out for snakes.
Yeah.
What's that, Rocky?
It's an MST joke.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh.
This is where the fish live. This is where the fish live. You are dumb. That's where the fish live.
She asked her to go hang out. She says no. She walks around. This is going to be quick because there's only a few things you can say about this. She immediately finds this sea creature, which looks like a ghillie suit. And then she stares at it. And then she's like, yeah, you can't catch me. And runs off. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? What am I watching?
Because at first she's like horrified.
I was just going to say she's terrified for like a fifth of a second. And then instantly switches it off. Like somebody that's on the spectrum would.
Yeah. Frank, what would you do if some guy in a ghillie suit? Would you turn it off right fast?
You went there. I didn't go there.
Oh, I wouldn't notice him. I'd walk right by him.
Okay, so which assassin is this? Is this going to be the guy from Clear and Present Danger or American Sniper? Which guy in a ghillie suit?
Clear and Present Danger.
Ooh, yeah. Chili, I found lunch. I found his lunch.
What about
powder?
What about Sniper with Mark Wahlberg?
Well, okay. You have the shooter with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
Sniper.
That's what I meant to say.
Sniper is Mario Van Peebles and Tom Berenger.
That's right.
And then you have Sniper 2.
You know what would have been fun is if the ghillie creature was like, and then it takes it off. And
did he have a face?
He's like, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Was there a face to it?
Yeah, kind of. It just it had like a widow's peak,
maybe.
Like kind of a widow's peak thing, and like there was like dreadlocks over the face. It was just all bumpy.
Here's the point: it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. No matter what you're gonna bring up, it doesn't fucking matter.
How does she fall in love with it?
Because she's evil. She's evil. She's pure evil.
This is part B of an episode. The first part is Midnight Never Ends, and this somehow has a 7.0 on IMDb.
How?
Where?
How?
Let's see the reviews. I read one of them earlier, and I was like, no.
See, because you know what? The Stand IMDb ratings have been pretty right on. These are just, I don't understand how they could be this wrong.
All right, here's the one I saw earlier. Midnight Never Ends, 7.5 stars. I'm like, oh, okay. Then Brenda, 9.3 stars. My opinion of these two episodes by Heidi Ann -17028.
Okay, we gotta find this person
from 3 years ago. Two stories.
So all of those are connected, is what you're saying. So we needed to watch all those to understand what's going on in this one. Fuck.
Ew. She's supposed to be 11. Lauren Prang is beautiful and talented, and is a part of Brenda.
Ugh.
Okay, that person needs to be reported.
I mean, she's 19.
Yeah. Reported. Okay.
Not for nothing. You gotta be a special kind of person to take the time to go fucking rate a Night Gallery episode.
Yeah, that's true.
I rate it, but I don't review them.
Even though we're doing a podcast on it. But my point being is...
What's that Jansen used to say? He's probably the kind of guy that leaves comments on Pornhub. I love that shit. That was great.
Fuck Jansen, he left
Jansen Carlin, that was funny shit, dude. I like that.
So how good is that? Oh, man. But apparently, according to the one review I read about the specific episodes, this is the better one. So what the fuck?
I can't even... Yeah, and like, I had to kind of like scroll through the first one to get to Rod's painting to this one, and I'm like, oh god, I'm not looking forward to this one. And then I watched this, I'm like, god.
I have to write down what time the episodes start for you guys, and I've never scrolled through and go, oh, that's interesting. I go, no.
Yeah, I haven't gone, I can't wait to watch this one. Wait, what?
If people listen to this and watch these episodes and you still love Night Gallery,
Then you're the kind of person that leaves comments on Pornhub.
There's got to be like a group of people that can help you, but I don't know if they're out there. Smith and Wesson is a good group. Maybe talking to that. I don't know.
You talking about suicide or?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Of course not.
Come on.
Of course not. Of course, Bruce.
We don't joke about those things.
Oh my God!
It's a miserable slog of a show.
Well, this one especially. I mean, this is just at least the other previous ones had a moment of levity with like Admiral Akbar's head on a woman's body. You know, where they're so short, they're sweet. But this one was like 20 minutes long, and it was like, holy fuck!
And they had nothing to say.
Yeah. Oh, so bad.
The Grandpa Joe episode that was 3 minutes long was 10 times better than this.
Oh, absolutely.
It knew its length. It knew to get the fuck out of there. It wasn't a good episode, but it was efficient. It got the information out, had a little bit of character movement. This, I wanted the bitch to have more. The more I watched this bitch, I wanted her dead more. That's fucked up.
Your standards have gone so low that you're literally just looking for structure at this point. You're given high points for structure. It's like, well, it has a middle, beginning, and an end, and we understood what it was about, so high praise, yeah.
Well, I always, as you know, I like to say what I did enjoy in this. The only thing I did enjoy in this was...
the credits?
No, those are annoying as fuck, because there's an annoying Night Gallery theme song. Like,
down!
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was rough.
Please do a whole...
He sounds like he's doing a duck call, doesn't he? He's like trying to... It's like a mating call. Frank.
Wow.
You know that's the girl from the old lady from Insidious that does that in
yeah.
No,
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Work on your tongue exercises, stud.
I watched that again. I'm like, hey, the Conjuring lady. Had no idea.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, Conjuring.
Kingpin is probably the farther better movie.
Oh yeah,
that one's pretty solid.
Raising Arizona.
That's Coen Brothers.
Coen Brothers.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out why television horror had to be so bad in the 70s.
Yes.
What was it? Just like a mandate that just everything had to just suck so much?
Yeah, it's practices and standards, and that doesn't help.
I mean, you know, you had the Hammer horror movies were better than this. I mean, fuck,
England,
the Son of Svengoolie was better than this. You know,
no.
Quaaludes were great.
England was better.
It's an
drugs were better.
Oversaturation of gothic horror on TV, which you can't do. And then it's all the deep reds and the ugly film stock they had back then. And everything looked so ugly and red.
Rod Serling's really bad Elvis pork chops.
Yeah, and the styles are all fucked to hell. And look at that smug fuck behind you, Adam.
Yeah, I was gonna say this picture here. It's like he looks like he's doing "Love Me Tender, Love Me True."
That's what Phoenix needs in his house is that picture over his toilet.
I can't look back because I love you too much, baby.
I'm gonna have a cigarette now and sing you a song about love.
And watch your shit.
Peanut butter and nanner sandwiches, mama.
Oh god,
it's such a terrible song for a terrible show.
Did Jack Laird produce it?
Rod wrote all
these. Couldn't hurt.
It didn't even say who wrote this. I watched the credits twice to see who wrote this piece of shit. They didn't even give a writing.
Well, they usually put it at the very beginning. Like when they show like several episodes, they give all the credits at the beginning for all of the episodes. That's probably why we didn't see it.
Doesn't it kind of feel like nobody wrote this? But
yeah.
Instead, it was a short story by Margaret St. Clair, which I've heard that name before, written by Douglas Hayes, who directed the last episode we talked about, actually.
And fuck both of you people. And if you're dead, fuck you anyway.
Douglas Hayes actually directed After Hours. It's a weird Douglas Hayes day.
You know, it's just I'm glad that you brought that up because the two things that are similar between this and After Hours is that they leave their reveal at the very end, but the reveal is so underwhelming that it kind of doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
There's no reveal in this. Nothing happens.
I think they tried to have a reveal, but I didn't get what it was. I missed the point of what was going on.
She's clinically a psychopath.
She's not. Yeah, she's
if
fucking
that's the
evil.
point, then we kind of knew that right after the credits. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, when she jumped on the sandcastle. You know,
Yeah.
Kind of like the After Hours. Kind of knew where this was going about quarter of the way in.
I mean, she sets the ghillie suit monster up. She sets that monster up from the get-go and fucks that thing up and gets it trapped in a rock pile and then just leaves it there.
I would have loved this episode if she was like, and then credits. You're like, what the fuck is that?
How does she act like the fucking monster before she finds the monster? Notice that?
Here's the question. What you're supposed to be thinking during this episode is, did she create it from nothing?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Did she manifest it? Yeah.
No, it already existed before she found it.
We don't know
that. But that all gets squashed when literally the entire village is fighting the thing.
There's one line that references that the guy that comes over with the torches, you know?
Yeah.
He said, no, the rifle won't do no good because remember the last time it's like shooting in the mud. So they've already run into this thing once before.
They said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was checked out by then.
No, I have a problem with that torches scene. Who the fuck lights a torch inside somebody's house? I know this is pre-smoke alarm, but you can still have smoke damage, and things are still flammable in houses.
Yeah, but a lot of asbestos was in that bitch.
No shit, man. The fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, asbestos is a great fire retardant. I mean, it's not very flammable.
Yeah, these people probably put asbestos on their salad.
They kind of did because they used to have asbestos napkins for like the rich back in the day.
Maybe this family had them.
Probably.
So I was just thinking that, I'm thinking that, like, if that was my, I'd be like, motherfucker, you just came up in my house with torches. You're just gonna light that shit in here? Like, he's not exactly chasing anybody around. He's just standing there like he doesn't know what fucking house he's in. And they come in and they're lighting fucking torches, and I'm like, fucking rich people. Fuck everybody in this episode, man. Seriously, I hate everybody.
Every time I see a torch in something, I instantly think of Frankenthumb's like, get your asses off your porches, come and buy me brand new torches. They light up when you light them.
I just remembered something, Adam, when you said motherfucker. My favorite part of my Hawaii trip was during her dad's funeral thing, like after the party. We're all drinking, and I was drinking a lot. And she had to say something to me. She goes, can you stop calling my aunties motherfuckers?
What?
And I was like, I was. Yeah, I guess I was. Okay.
Hey, motherfuckers.
I was like, this motherfucker over here. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, what?
I like you motherfucker.
She's like, oh no, I'm stuck with him forever.
Yeah. What did I get myself into? God damn it. Our first child will be named Brenda.
Hey, yo, you over there. You're my favorite asshole. You know that?
Kid Rock West. I am looking at my notes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, at one point it falls into a pit. It reminded me of the movie The Pit. But she just stares at it.
Yeah.
And leaves.
Well, that's the thing.
The next day and lets it out.
Well, that's what I mean. She
creates the entire narrative for this fucking thing. She talks for it, then she believes that it's saying this shit to her, but she's talking.
Talking.
She asked that.
There's no reason for this creature to exist in this episode. She didn't manifest it. We never understand where it is, where it comes from, or these people are perfectly content to just trap it and leave it there. And it's like, that's pretty.
And on the whole entire fucking island, you're surrounded by water, but you want to lead it to a pit and then bury it with rock instead of with, I don't know, dirt. Or
weigh it
ocean.
down and throw it into the water.
Yeah, like you got boats. I seen it. You know,
I seen it.
You know, and then Shark 2, happens.
Electric
They try to do
Boogaloo. Shark 2, Electric Boogaloo.
it. You want to talk about all the sequels? Oof.
You know what else I thought might happen is she finally reveals that the bush creature is herself.
Well, that's what I thought it
like
was
that.
going. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the deal.
Like she becomes the creature or something fucked up.
No,
like
I think
that.
it was.
Nothing happens.
She manifested like a Tyler Durden version of herself, but it's even
Yes.
and like this is how people see me. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
I'm still trying to figure out what she meant by we're both going to be born soon. I'll birth both of us.
Did you? That's why I thought was she developing empathy? Was she starting to turn around? Is that the whole point of it?
No, she
waited too long. If that's the point.
Because they leave the island, she comes back a year later.
Yeah.
Which again, okay, so that was another problem that I had. It feels like they're talking about they all live on this island forever, but then they all go, "We're leaving the island for a year. Let's get out of here." So I guess the only vacation on the island is that what the deal is?
Yeah, he said that at the end.
Okay.
He's like, I gotta get back to work.
Dick, those Epstein tickets are pretty high, man.
They are expensive, and
they can only afford it every other year. Yeah.
We can only get you.
This is what I heard. Yeah.
We can only go and get you gang raped once.
We'd asked the guy, but supposedly he killed himself. I mean, who the fuck knew, right? So,
well, his girlfriend's still around, so we ask her until she gets fucking killed. Give it time; it'll happen.
What's the Deadpool up to on that one?
Oh, 6 months. She's gone.
Well, she's in jail now, so it's bound to happen.
So was that?
Oh yeah.
I thought you were giving that reason she won't.
No, that's the reason she will.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Her odds just the payout for that just went way down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but they do exist. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a reason they do exist. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but there are UFOs.
Technically, yes.
Do you remember that time?
Unidentified flying objects.
When the UAPs now.
When the 11-year-old went home after let the creature out, and then the creature decided to sneak into the 11-year-old's house.
Yeah, that's what really pissed me off. She opens the door too. She leaves the door open for it.
And then the parents have to chase it the fuck out of there with their fuck buddy on the other house. He comes over, he's like, yeah, he's right there.
What did this thing do to wake them up, by the way?
Just does that.
Squish.
No, that's the other thing. The mom, it sounded like she was laughing hysterically. Like her scream was so generic. As
and she's talking though. She's talking throughout the whole scene, and it's like she's communicating with it. So does she talk to it? Does she know what it's saying?
She was translating for it.
Yeah, right. I'm not crazy.
She was pulling like a Luke Skywalker with R2D2. Like nobody knows what the fuck he's saying except Luke for some reason understands everything that he's beeping. Yeah,
because she's translating, it makes you wonder: is the daughter following in the footsteps of the mother that has this weird relationship with this fucking thing, and it just
doesn't go anywhere?
Does it fuck the women of this family? I guess is the real answer or question.
I'm gonna make love to you, Gilly man. My name's Gilly, not Brenda.
The scene where they got on the lawn after their fuck buddy comes over from next door and they chase it around with the torches. The guy falls after it comes forward half a step. He slips. I was laughing so hard because I was looking for anything at that point.
Yeah, it's just
You guys remember when we were doing season 5 of the Twilight Zone, and I said that a lot of those episodes felt like they were written on cocktail napkins.
Yeah.
This whole series is a cocktail napkin. The whole fucking thing was written on a cocktail napkin.
In blood.
Yeah.
It's not even blood. Shit.
Coke blood,
There's shit from his butthole.
Shit on a bathroom wall.
It does. It feels like an artist that's made all of his money and he just comes out and takes a poop on the floor and everybody just goes.
And then we see the painting, so yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, did you see that guy over the weekend? Or a couple of weeks ago, an artist sold an invisible statue for $18,000, something like that.
He's got a certificate.
That is a thing. Yeah,
that happened.
It is a thing.
It
I
happens.
can't believe it. It is a thing.
I remember
Literally,
seeing
there's
somebody.
an art gallery of bare walls.
Somebody tried to sell a haunted in television, or no, a haunted Nintendo Entertainment System on eBay once. I remember that.
I think I know that. Yeah.
They sold a ranch. Why not?
Fuck this show.
Yeah, this was a bad one. This was a real bad
This is
one.
my least favorite night gallery we've done.
Yeah.
And I said that last week.
Well, you know what angers me about it is I was invested enough to want to know where it was trying to go, and then when it just didn't go anywhere, it made me even angrier.
Once I realized there was going to be no twist, when they chase it out and then they buried it under the rock, I was like, oh, there goes the twist. All right, well,
there's not enough time to do any twist now. Yeah.
But there's also an eternity left of time in this episode.
Yeah.
Because there's still 12 minutes left or something at that point. And I'm like, oh my God. So the parents chase it out, they go onto the rock, and they bury it under a bunch of rocks. But you don't see that. You just see the dad come in the next morning. Apparently they took him all night to do that.
And they're not dirty at all.
No. And the guy's just like, get the fuck back inside. Go back to sleep, Brenda. I don't care if it's 12:30 in the afternoon.
Are you still alive down there?
Yeah.
You know something else? They supposedly shot this on an island, and yet there's no good-looking shots anywhere. Not even any good B-roll footage that they could have faked to made it look like. I can't get the logistics of how big this island is. There's nothing establishing anything.
Yeah, Adam, it's only an island if you look at it from the water.
I heard that. Yeah.
Or overhead.
Cheap Brody told me that.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
You park your car in the yard.
Like you're from New York.
No, but Adam, that's a good point. There's nothing in this episode. It's like a show made to be the ugliest show you've ever seen. It's quite impressive. It really does remind me of Dark Shadows, where it's just the ugliest fucking thing all the time.
Well, that's
I'm gonna give it a little bit of You know how you say we're supposed to come up with something that we liked. I like the fact that they gave us exposition. They kind of drip feeded it throughout the episode. Like I didn't even know it was an island until about 5 minutes into the episode, and then I didn't know there were 6 families until about maybe a few minutes after that.
That's not really information for the episode.
No, but I mean, it's you know what I mean. It's linear enough to where they explain some things, but not enough of anything. You know,
you're describing, and this is why I'm giving it a 2. You're describing the bare minimum.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Our expectations are gone. You know, I mean, we're given passing grades at this point. You know,
it's fucking horrible. How did that person give it a 9 point whatever?
I give this a 1.
I'll give it
because
a 2.
you won't let me give episodes a 0, and I give this a 0. I know, so 0.01.
So a 1. Okay, Adam.
I would also do 2, and I'm only doing it 2 because I was stupid enough to think that maybe there was some kind of a story to this, so it had me hooked that long. So like I liked maybe a third of this, and then the rest of it was just utter garbage. So yeah, 2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Only scenes I liked were the parents chasing it around, the 2 drunk dads out in the lawn chasing it with torches, and made me laugh. Because I was like, what is happening? How mean they are to her, because we know she's a bitch. That part made me laugh, because the dad just scolds her when he gets back from burying the thing in rocks. He's like, get the fuck back inside, go back to bed. And she's like, all right.
We're leaving the island immediately, you fucking whore.
But she's sitting there like watching. She could stop this. You think that's what's going to happen? Is she's going to run downside and say, no, it's nice, leave it alone. That sort of shit, because Disney has trained us to think that way. Disney movies. But no, she sits there and is like,
this little girl she exists just to torture anybody and anything that gets in her way. That is what she lives for.
Yep, in the same clothes somehow, even though we've seen
and
her
then
twice.
Once she gets something trapped under rocks, she begins to develop feelings for something. Why? Where the fuck did that come from? What is that even about? I don't get it.
I think if she were to let it go, she would go back to torturing it. She only has the feeling she knows she can't torture right now.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying I think that's how the character would react.
It's like you got to put this shit under a microscope. We're still going to come up empty. You know what I mean? Like you can do all the fucking scientific experiments on this episode. We're not going to figure this shit out. Even Rod doesn't know what it's about.
But to wrap a bow on this fucker, because Dick was bringing it up earlier, they cut to a year later after the family leaves and comes back the next summer. She goes back to the rocks, and she's sitting there talking to a fucking pile of rocks. And it's like, are you still there? Are you? And she says, don't be dead. That made me laugh, too. I was like, what a fucking psycho. And she's like, oh, you're alive. Because Frank, what noise did it make? And then she's like, oh, you're alive. Okay. I'm going to let you out. But it feels like she's going to do that in a couple of years. Like, she's in no rush.
It's just rocks. She could easily. I mean, what kind of a monster can't go? They put the bare minimum amount of rocks around this thing.
I don't know. But you see, like, plants starting to come out of the rocks.
I thought it was going to see like a little nothing.
I was hoping it grew a hand, so she's like, "I'll let you out," and it's like,
well, the other thing they show is like they show his ball sacks sitting out. It's like a big bladder. And it's just like, why are they showing that? Is that its like sexual zone, erogenous zone? She's like pointing it with her finger.
He's a Balchinian.
I love giant balls on Brenda. I just like balls. I don't like the shaft. I like balls.
Yeah, you know.
This I should almost remove a point just for being one of the stupidest looking on-screen monsters I've ever seen since like fucking Mystery Science Theater. You know, like Gamera. You know what I mean? This is like Gamera bad.
It's bad.
The Gorn Captain from Star Trek was more convincing than this fucker. All right.
It's a triple. It's up there. It's bad.
Yeah. The fucking dog with the little horn on its head, little poodle with the fucking horn on its head.
You can see the elastic.
That's my favorite creature in all of Star Trek is the little dog with the cone on its head. Yeah, oh, I love that shit. I want a whole spin-off series just about that fucking dog. I do.
If Disney bought Star Trek, it would.
Yeah,
it'll happen.
We're all
gonna own it all, man. They're gonna own it all.
I just don't know what else to say. I have nothing. I got nothing.
I just love her monologue to a goddamn rock, and then they show the rock and it has like his face on it, like a smiley face. I'm like, what could this possibly? What?
Yeah, and they zoom into it. It's like, what am I looking at? What am I supposed to look at? And then all of a sudden, credits. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
It was nothing for 40 minutes, but
I feel like
dialogue.
I feel like that part on UHF when he's doing the spoof of fucking Close Encounters. He's playing with his mashed potato. This means something. I know this. This means something. That's this whole episode for me. It's mashed potatoes, and I don't know what the fuck it means. There's supposed to be some kind of message in there, and I can't figure it the fuck out. Neither can you guys, so I don't feel bad anymore.
I don't think there's any way you could.
I love mashed potatoes with the skin still on the potatoes.
It's better for you. But not when you put bacon and cheese on top.
Whatever happened to Tata skins, man? Those fucking things were great. They're still around? I never see them in stores anymore.
I think you have to get them at like TGIFs or
TGIF Tata skins.
Yeah, you gotta get them at a store.
They were like potato chips of those, and they don't fucking make those anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen those around for a while.
Bacon cheddar Tata skins. They used to sell them at fucking Sam's Club. They were great.
Ooh, yeah.
Tata skins.
So, and this is a more interesting topic than what we're talking about. That's fucked.
Sandpaper.
Mashed potatoes is more funny.
Yeah, the different grades of sandpaper are more interesting to talk about than this episode or this whole fucking show.
2,000 grits the shit.
2,000?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's some fine shit, Frank.
That'll rub the stink off your soul.
It might as well be fucking, notepad paper. I know.
She's trying to fuck a corporate sample brochure.
Well, when you're sanding a guitar neck, you don't want to.
That's the Simpsons when they get their one Christmas gift, and Oh, I got a book of carpet samples. That's what it is.
Yep.
Carpet.
Good show? Early Simpsons. You know what's not a good show? Yeah.
Night Gallery.
Yeah.
But at least it's not Tales from the Crypt.
No, it's worse. It's far worse.
It kind of makes us want to go back to Tales from the Crypt, doesn't it?
I'm still doing Tales from the Crypt. I know not inviting or involving you people. I watched like 4 episodes recently. They were all good. Adam, yeah, I really believe Dick. The wheel fucked us because I watched 4 episodes in a row. They're all.
I told you that fucking wheel was haunted. You never listened to me.
I told you, yeah, it's true.
I mean, I didn't listen. I made a thing with a Satan thing over it with fire around it for the wheel. Who are you talking about? I didn't believe you. Adam or Dick, you showing your 7 book? I vomited on a lady in the puss.
Oh, hold on. I got it up here. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Let's stick in. Keep on out.
Is it Mein Kampf again?
It's Dick Kampf.
What puppets we are! What horrible what plays we play on the stage! I talked to a man on the bus this day, and I got a massive headache from his banality, so I puked all over him, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, man. All right. No, Adam.
All right, I'm going to go commit suicide after watching Brenda.
Well, yeah, Brenda's not as good as Mandy. That's all I got to say. If you want to watch a better single female name movie, watch Mandy. Mandy has less of a story and still more fucking interesting to watch.
Carrie,
there you go.
Mary.
I didn't even watch All the Boys Love Mandy Lane for this.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. All right. Frank, do you have an outro for Rod? A routro?
He didn't provide one.
I wasn't sure if he did or not.
Never does.
All right, good. He's smart. He's like, I'm out of here.
I need the outro.
Next time on this podcast, episode 260 next week on the live stream will be Twilight Zone 1959, 329, episode 4 o'clock. Our Redux. It's our NCAA bracket winner.
What was that episode?
It's awful.
Which one is it though? Is it the one with?
It's a guy that makes phone calls to turn in suspected communists that he makes by his own, like, creates his own list.
Oh, that's right. I did see. Yeah, that one's awful.
And a bird that talks to him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then episode 261, unfortunately, is Night Gallery 212A, Cool Air. These titles mean nothing to me. Brenda and Cool Air.
It's about HVAC.
The week after that is Night Gallery 222A, The Caterpillar.
It just keeps going.
Which I suspect is going to be a caterpillar creature. I'm sick of creatures. Fuck you. I don't want to see your creatures, Night Gallery.
It's a great children's book.
God damn.
It's probably some little kid running around a junkyard kicking over people's sandcastles.
Tomorrow on the live stream, Loitering Wonderland on YouTube is Anthology, R.L. Stein, The Haunting Hour, 312 to Grow in the Painting, and then we're doing Willy's Wonderland, the new Nick Cage movie, which I have to watch tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yes, I do too.
Any plugs, guys?
If you guys haven't watched that yet, make sure you take a lot of speed before you watch it because it's hard to stay awake through.
I'm probably going to fast forward through half of it.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, so yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
If
you have access to speedballs, you might want to get on that. Yeah.
I'll be on a lot of painkillers tomorrow night because I got to get x-rays tomorrow.
Why do you need painkillers for an x-ray?
Because I got to lay down to get them. I can't lay down.
What the fuck was that, Dick?
I was making up of noises for it. I don't know. Jesus.
All right.
That was the worst attempt at a save I've ever seen in my entire life. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Fuck this episode.
Yeah.
They got 3 2s and a 1. And someone gave it a 9.3 or whatever. Oh
Yeah,
my
fuck,
God.
fuck you
them.
too. Yeah,
What
it's
is
probably
wrong?
a descendant of whoever wrote this shit.
Chris Serling? Because I have this intro too from SCTV. Let me play that. This would be a good time to play it.
Hi, I'm Chris Serling. My dad, Rod Serling, created the mortal series, The Twilight Zone. When you go back and examine some of those old shows, you'll discover the ideas, could actually be expressed in about 30 seconds. That's why tonight, I'm so proud to present...
Loitering in Wonderland.
It's good.
That was John Candy doing Chris Serling. He's sitting there like chunky as shit with a cigarette.
I love John Candy.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's the last of the new intros I made.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, LIWstudios.com for me, Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube, at LIW Mythology Pod. Adam.
RaidersOfLostFlicks.com for good, bad movie reviews, science fiction, weird movies, and hit me up on Twitter, Raiders_OTLF.
Dick.
Nah.
Frank will end with yours.
Congratulations to Elio Castroneves, 4-time Indy 500 champion.
And apparently we need to talk about that in 2 separate podcasts.
Follow us on Twitter, ISCP Podcast. That's right. If you spell out all the abbreviations, it's the Indy Sportscar Podcast.
Wow.
Damn right.
Because
ISCP Podcast.
it should have been ISC Podcast, but whatever.
It's like if I did, one of mine is LIW Mythology Pod. So an LIW Mythology Pod podcast.
Hey, and this one, at the
LIW the TZ Review. I already said that.
I came up with the name and
You should. All right, guys. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix. Fuck the Night Gallery West.
I'm Frank. Fuck Brenda. Links.
Adam, fuck you, Rod Serling, for coming up with this Wilcox.
Adam forgot how clockwise works. Wilcox.
Brenda! It's Deborah! Fuck this show.
Just want to add the painting.
He's
Brenda had black hair.
Yeah, that was odd. I was expecting Brenda to be like an older lady with black hair, and it's like, so when you just did this, did you just find some painting in a dumpster somewhere and make up the episode later?
Was there a painting? I thought it was just a painting of Rod.
No, he was looking at a painting of a lady with dark hair, and I was thinking this was going to be some kind of Victorian fucking gothic horror thing, and here's some dopey kid running around an island going,
Hold on, let me find it. I'm curious
Thanks for that.
Du-du-du.
You must have fell asleep during that part.
During the
it's
opening?
Not hard to do. Yeah.
Is it the opening or the outro?
Opening.
The opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
While he's talking.
Well, it's in the middle. It's like 20 minutes.
During his half-assed attempt at a monologue. During that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing like Brenda.
There it is.
30-year-old woman with black hair.
And they got a fucking like
squirrel.
That painting has nothing to do with anything.
Is this old Nelly?
It looks like a brontosaurus.
Yeah.
And then we got a cardinal, and we got a cat.
It's Nessie Phoenix, not Nelly.
Sorry, Nessie.
Back to the lot with you, Nessie.
Nelly, the black rapper.
We got a raccoon down here.
Is that a monkey up there at top left? It is. There's a monkey.
Oh my
Them
god.
dinosaurs with the long necks that get all the chicks.
It's got like a white. It's a little skunky. Oh.
Like it because it shows the Rod painting here, and then it goes into him looking at that painting. Okay, that's why I get confused.
That looks like Rod after a fucking 7-day binge right there. Like he's just drunk and mad.
Fucking Night Gallery.
I tried to tell them I didn't want to do it, and they wouldn't let me stop.
Fuck Universal.
Just proves everybody's got their price.
Bye, guys. Bye.
This was a truckload of cigarettes.
Winchester's. Oasis cigarettes.
Red apples. Pack of red apples.
Oh, we keep loading up on cigarettes.